over 250 pounds, Adam Kownacki, celebrating.
He can't even walk to his corner right now because he got hit so hard.
Wilder needs a stool, and he can't even sit. Can't even sit there.
Washington, not Wilder.
Now he's getting some help standing. And the doctor checking him out to make sure. What a powerful delivery of punches by Kownacki.
Let me tell you something. Very few people have ever done that to Gerald Washington. It took Deontay Wilder a few more rounds to do that than it did Kownacki.
Excellent
give it to this guy.
And Kownacki won.
Let's mute and see if we get a replay. You know, he just was too much for him. You know, the pedigree. Gerald Washington didn't start boxing until he was they're showing Wilder until he was 30 years old. Kownacki is next in line after Dominic Breazeale to likely get a WBC title shot, maybe even ordered to fight Dillian Whyte if Dillian Whyte is still going to be going that WBC route. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Let's see if we can give you some highlights. It was only 2 rounds. You know, Gerald Washington didn't stand a chance. Kownacki went out there, you know, trying to make a statement, and he did. Now, Polish fighter, heavyweight, obviously, now 19-0 with 15 KOs. He's been making his bones up in the New York area, fighting on PBC undercards, you know, New York, mostly Brooklyn boxing undercards. And now, you know, he is high enough in the rankings to, well, he is in the rankings now, I know that for sure. Number 8 by the WBC. You can expect for him to be a little higher next month, likely. I don't see him in the WBA, but I'm pretty sure next month he will be in the WBA. Gerald Washington isn't either. I don't see him for the IBF. This is, oh yeah, he is. Number 5 by the IBF. And then by the WBO, I'm not surprised I don't see him ranked by the WBO. But basically, he's about 3 more wins, maybe about 3 more wins from a title shot. About a year or so, because as you know, the heavyweight division is kind of tied up right now with an unofficial heavyweight tournament that includes, obviously, WBC champion Deontay Wilder, who's going to be taking on Tyson Fury sometime soon, unless there's a curveball announcement that's going to be Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. We have Anthony Joshua, WBA, IBF, and WBO. You got Dillian Whyte, who's also in the mix, heavily rumored to be, you know, in negotiations with Al Heyman. Bryant Jennings has been knocked out of the unofficial tournament by losing to Oscar Rivas. Trevor Bryan, WBA interim champion. Manuel Charr, WBA world champion. He failed the drug test, but the WBA is afraid to strip him because they don't want to get sued because Fresno Quendo is, we can show this. This is the next PBC on Fox. February 16th. It was supposed to be commercial. It was supposed to be Moises Flores, but he got injured. I never liked Moises Flores anyway. He's a no good flip flopper to me from that Riggle fight. But going back to talking about the heavyweights, Kownacki is right there on the outside looking in regards to, you know, he's doing the right things. He's fighting better competition, moving his way up. That fight with Charles Martin was awesome. So, for example, he went from Spielka, right, former heavyweight contender, to Kladazi. That was like a, you know, stay busy-ish fight, I guess, but nonetheless credible resume. And then Charles Martin, and now Gerald Washington, a former champion and a former contender and a champion. So expect for his next fight, could they get him a Luis Ortiz? Maybe a Carlos Takam. I think Carlos Takam, he's past that level. I even think he's past Derek Chisora level. You know, they got to get somebody, you know, but, you know, at this point in time where he is on the outside looking in, you know, it's going to be hard to get like those guys because he's a fringe contender now. So I expect for the competition, you know, to not, you know, be as good going forward because, you know, I don't know, maybe. Remember, they signed Andy Ruiz, PBC, Al Heyman. These are 2 guys that have similar fighting styles because they have similar body types, right? Jesus, they're taking long with this post-fight interview. I've been doing all this filler content here. Let's pause the video. I'll be back.
Adam Kownacki, he landed 58 punches in less than 5 minutes against Gerald, Washington, and Lennox Lewis.
And here it is. That was a left and a
Ooh.
right. And that right hand was hard, right on the chin. See the effects of it right there.
Now, right here, when he gets hit with that right hand, you see the referee jump in. It was because he saw that the ropes held up Gerald Washington, and
he was
that's
out.
a knockdown. If the
He was
ropes
done.
save you from going down, you can jump in
He was
and
done.
call it a knockdown.
Okay.
Even if the guy doesn't hit the ground, and that's what happened then.
By the way, WBC champion Deontay Wilder is sitting ringside. Let's hear what he has to say.
It is a 6'6" athlete in trouble, and he couldn't move. He could barely stand up after that.
I was surprised that, you know, the ref made him walk around because he looked okay. But then when he came back in, he couldn't even see the punch.
He did not look okay. He did not look
He's
okay.
got to look into the guy's eyes and size up what's going on, and he was out of it.
Kownacki said, I took on bigger guys when I was sparring, so I can.
Is he going to do a post-fight interview for crying out loud? It's been in the ring forever.
Jimmy Lennon Jr. has the official word in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 9 seconds in round number 2. Our referee in charge, Harvey Doc, stops the contest. He is a winner by way of technical knockout. The undefeated heavyweight contender from Brooklyn by way of Warsaw, Poland, Adam Babyface Kownacki.
Kownacki,
I like him. He can fight.
19-0 now, and his family won the green card lottery in Poland at the very last
I had a chance
moment.
to interview him, and I turned it up.
7 and has made Brooklyn his home as we look at
A couple years ago.
And look, we got, let's see, 141 thrown.
2
power
rounds.
punches. Well, we saw those. We don't
It's
need
crazy
to add them
in
up. They were pretty
2 rounds.
Right. It was just, you know, 50
Like
to,
he was
50
sharp.
To 50 to 20.
What
You know,
a
like with the jab and the
impressive
overhand right.
performance. Does he want Dominic Breazeale? Does he want Wilder next? Heidi Antrol is with the winner.
Thank you very much, Chris. Congratulations to you, your 8th win in this building. You said you wanted to put on the show for the fans. You most certainly did that here tonight, but you thought this was going to go to the 10th round. Did it surprise you that it ended in the 2nd?
I trained hard for this fight, so in the back of my heart, I wanted to go end quicker, but I'm glad it ended as fast as it did.
In the state of this division, you've got Deontay Wilder, who's been, mandated to fight Tyson Fury next. What is next for you? What would you like? Is it a Dominic Breazeale? Is it a Deontay Wilder? Should we wait for that fight?
First off, I would take my team, Al Heyman, Keith Conley, my trainers, Keith and Chris. I mean,
Thank you, Al Heyman.
Me where I am right now, but I want the belt, baby.
And you also have a big announcement you want to share with all your fans who are here in the house.
What is it? You getting married?
Okay, everybody be quiet. I want to make an announcement. Me and my wife, I'm going to be a daddy.
Congratulations. Yep, congratulations to you, Adam. You said you want to be the first Polish heavyweight. You keep fighting like that, you might just be one day. All right, guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Heidi. His wife in attendance always wears red shoes to the...
I like you, man. He cool dude. So I forgot to mention Dominic Breazeale, but see, it depends on what Dylan White is going to do, and also Luis Ortiz is ranked higher. So I guess what I'm saying is eventually the WBC is going to have to make a WBC interim title. And I'm wondering, will they order Dominic Breazeale versus Luis Ortiz, or because Luis Ortiz is fighting Christian Hammer. And you got Joseph Park. Basically, all these guys right here would have to turn it down first. But in-house-wise, Luis Ortiz, Dominic Breazeale, and Kownacki are all Al Heyman fighters. We'll see. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.